Like a massive plane, right? 747 active real estate listings on the market in Santa Clarita. Good morning, everybody. We're at the 2nd of June, 2025. Yes, I had to look at the date. But we are 2 days into June, and what's happening in the real estate front, I'll get to that in just a moment. Right now, 747 active real estate listings on the market currently for sale. That is an increase of over 230 listings since January of this year. So we are getting more and more inventory. We do see buyers are not as hesitant as they had been as we start to get a little bit deeper into summer. Now, what's going to end up happening is we're going to start seeing properties start selling a little bit faster than they have been. That did slow down quite a bit since we started building inventory as we started that process just about March of this year. Now we're into June, July. Those are going to be very hot months for real estate. Not only real estate, but also weather out here in Santa Clarita. So one of the things, if you are preparing to put your house on the market for sale, make sure you have your air conditioning system or HVAC looked at, please. You might want to do that more sooner than later if you're thinking about selling your home, because we seem to run in with issues with the different system components starting to fail in some of the older type systems, especially if you have a house that was built in the 80s and you haven't had the HVAC or air conditioning unit checked at all during that time. Maybe you're not the first owner of the property, but it would be good to look at. For you buyers out there, one of the things that I can definitely recommend now is if you happen to be contingent, you have something that you're selling to buy something else, you might want to revisit that and see if there is a different way to approach it with the way that you formulate your offer. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be beaten out by somebody, if the property's popular, somebody that is going to write an offer that is not contingent on them selling something. Now, don't give up too many of your rights, because to carry 2 mortgages, because you're rolling the dice and you're hoping that something's going to actually finish escrow, that's a very dangerous place to be as well. So ask your agent what the timelines are, and if there's a way when you're scripting your offer, when they're putting it together for you, if you can make it more attractive, maybe without removing your contingency, or at least shrinking your time frame on what it's going to take for maybe your escrow to close. But talk to your agent and see the best way to approach that, because in some cases, some sellers might actually not have a big deal with that, especially if there aren't that many offers, or maybe if your offering price happens to be higher than people that are offering that might not be contingent. Just check on those forms as well. In addition, if you are making an offer like that, make sure it's going to appraise. You're not going to know it till you get into escrow, but that's something to consider up front, and just do your research. I'm Connor with Honor. We will see you tomorrow in the next real estate update. Santa Clarita Openhouses.com.